My name's Ella, and I just wanted to do a quick video just touching on some of the things that I've learned this year. I've learned a lot this year. This year, a lot has happened in my life and in the world. These are just things that I have learned through my own experiences this year, and I thought that maybe they could help you. So if you don't like videos of young people telling you life lessons, then probably don't watch this. One of the things that I learned this year is just that some people aren't meant to stay in your life forever, and they come into your life and they teach you something and then they leave, and I learned that it's okay to let people go. This year, someone who I was friends with chose to walk out of my life, and I was desperately clinging to her, and I kept texting them, and I was like, hey, you okay? And they kept ignoring me, and every once in a while they'd pop in and be like, oh, I'm just busy. But it got to the point where it was like every single time I wanted to talk to them, they wouldn't respond until they were bored or needed something from me. And I let it happen over and over and over again, and it was the worst feeling in the world, because instead of valuing myself in this relationship, I only valued myself when they did, which was never. So I thought that maybe if I was nice enough, and maybe if I sent her enough cards, and maybe if I was selfless enough, she would stay, and she'd answer my texts, and she'd always tell me that she'd make time for me. But then it's been a year, and I don't know anyone who's so busy that they can't return a call in a year. Try super hard to find a way to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, you get into a lot of situations in which you allow yourself to be manipulated by people, and you let yourself be taken advantage of. I learned through her leaving that I don't need people in my life who make me feel like I'm unlovable, and you don't need people in your life who make you feel worthless, and you don't need people in your life who take advantage of you and who walk all over you. I realized that for her, I wasn't really a friend so much as I was a fallback. Someone who would make her feel good about herself, someone who she knew was always there. And I like always being there for my friends because I know that they are. But friendship is kind of two ways, and if it isn't, or if a relationship isn't, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to value yourself enough to say that you've had enough and wish them well. Don't let people take advantage of you, because you are beautiful and you are inspiring and you are worthwhile, and you should not be made to feel like you are any less. And if somebody does, walk away, because ultimately your life will probably be better for it. Another thing that I learned this year is that it is so important to be compassionate, because there is so much that we don't know about the people in our lives too. I know a lot of my friends don't share all the time when they are going through something, and then I find out months later that they were actually really struggling. And I think it's really important to reach out to your friends and to make sure that they're okay even when they don't tell you that they're not, and to love on them and to tell them that you're there for them, because maybe they aren't aware of how deep your love for them goes, and so they don't want to, test you or push your limits to see if you'll catch them when they fall. So it's important to be compassionate and understand that sometimes you have to let your friends know how deep your love for them is. So that's what I've been trying to do a lot this year. I've been reaching out a lot more to friends, and I've been posting pictures with them and letting them know that they do really positively impact my life and I couldn't survive without them. So just tell the people in your life that you love them, because we don't know what happens in the future, and so it's important to be the best person and the most compassionate and loving person that you can be every single day. Another thing that I learned is that a lot of people who are mean probably are really hurting, or they're really lonely, or they need attention, but either way, a lot of people who hurt people aren't okay themselves. And it's okay to block them online, and it's okay to ignore them, but don't be mean back, because it just fuels this really bad coping skill that they've developed. And, you know, they're probably really hurting, because hurt people do hurt people. So respect everyone the best that you can. Rise above and share kindness, and don't stoop down to that level, and don't get in the habit of fighting nastiness with nastiness. Fight it with love instead. It's really important to, you know, do what you love during the year, because a lot of us get so caught up, you know, overwhelmed with either schoolwork, if you're in school, or jobs, and you can kind of lose sight of what really matters in life. So it's okay to just, you know, take a break, to take a deep breath, to look at the snow as it falls, because this life is amazing. The world is beautiful, and it's out there waiting for you.
I don't know what I'm saying. My hair is so short.
Be in my video.
Do you like my haircut?
Oh,
It's too short.
nice haircut. Get it trending.